You are losing thousands of dollars every single year on things you do not even like, and you probably do not even realize it is happening. Your bank account is not empty because you do not earn enough money, but because of a few tiny mistakes you make every single day. Have you ever looked at your balance on a Friday night and wondered where all that hard-earned cash actually went? It feels like you are running on a treadmill that keeps getting faster, but you are not actually moving forward at all. I am going to show you the 30 specific reasons why you are still broke and the exact steps you can take to fix it. By the time this video ends, you will have a clear map to stop the bleeding and finally start building real wealth. Let us start with the first trap, which is something called lifestyle creep, and it is the biggest reason people stay stuck. Imagine you finally get that $5,000 raise you have been working toward for years at your office job. Instead of putting that extra money into a savings account, you immediately go out and sign a lease on a more expensive apartment. Now your paycheck is bigger, but your bank account feels exactly the same because your bills grew at the exact same rate. This happens to almost everyone who gets a promotion or a new job because we think we deserve a reward for our work. But if you keep raising your costs every time you make more money, you will be working until the day you die. Then we have the small purchase fallacy, which is the lie we tell ourselves about things that cost under $10. You think that $7 gourmet coffee or that $3 candy bar at the gas station does not really matter. But if you spend $7 on coffee every morning, you are actually throwing away over $2,500 every year. That is enough money for a full vacation to Hawaii or a massive jump start on your retirement fund. The problem is not the coffee itself, but the fact that we do not track how these tiny leaks sink the whole ship. Social media makes this even harder because we are constantly trying to keep up with the digital version of our friends. You see someone posting pictures from a luxury resort in Bali and suddenly your own life feels small and boring. So you put a $5,000 vacation on a credit card just to get those same photos for your own profile. You are buying a life you cannot afford to impress people you do not even like, and that is a recipe for disaster. Most of us were never taught how money actually works because financial literacy is not a subject in most schools. You might think a 20% interest rate on a credit card is normal because everyone else seems to have one too. But if you carry a balance of $5,000 at that rate, you are paying $1,000 a year just for the privilege of being in debt. If you do not understand how interest, taxes, and inflation work, the world will find a way to take your money from you. Another huge risk is relying on a single stream of income from one employer who could fire you at any moment. Being one layoff away from total financial collapse is a terrifying way to live your life every single day. If that one paycheck stops coming in, your whole world falls apart because you have no backup plan and no safety net. Many of us also deal with emotional spending, which is when we use shopping as a way to cope with stress or sadness. You have a bad week at work, so you go to the mall and buy a new wardrobe to get a temporary hit of dopamine. That high lasts for about 20 minutes, but the credit card bill stays with you for the next 3 years. Then you get stuck in the minimum payment loop where you only pay the tiny amount the bank asks for each month. If you pay $25 on a $2,000 balance while the interest adds $30, your debt is actually growing. You are literally paying money to stay in debt longer, which is exactly what the big banks want you to do. You also probably have invisible subscriptions that are quietly draining your bank account every single month while you sleep. Maybe it is a gym membership you have not used since January or 3 different streaming services you never actually watch. These $10 or $15 charges might seem small, but they add up to hundreds of dollars of wasted money every year. A lot of people say they will start saving when they turn 30, but then 30 comes and they push it to 40. Procrastination is the thief of wealth because time is the most powerful tool you have when it is on your side. The longer you wait to start, the harder you have to work later in life to make up for the lost time. If you do not have a budget written down on paper or in an app, you are just guessing where your money goes. You might think you spent $200 on groceries this month when your bank statement shows it was actually $600. Your brain is very good at lying to you about your spending to make you feel better about your bad choices. We also get confused between things we actually need and things we just really want in the moment. You might tell yourself you need a brand new SUV for safety when a used sedan would get you to work just fine. When you treat every luxury like an essential need, you run out of money for the things that actually matter. The high cost of convenience is another silent killer of your wealth that has become way too common lately. Spending $30 on a delivery app for a $12 meal because you did not want to drive is a huge waste. You are paying a massive premium just to save 20 minutes of effort, and that habit will keep you broke forever. Now that we know why you are struggling, let us talk about the practical strategies to turn this around right now. The first thing you should do is implement the 50-30-20 rule for every single paycheck you receive. Put 50% of your income toward needs, 30% toward things you want, and 20% towards savings or debt. This gives you a simple framework to follow so you never have to wonder if you can afford that new pair of shoes. Next, you need to build a starter emergency fund of at least $1,000 as fast as you possibly can. This money is not for vacations or birthdays, it is only for when the world throws a curveball at your life. When you have a flat tire, you can use that cash instead of reaching for a credit card and going deeper into debt. To pay off your debts, I recommend using the debt snowball method because it gives you a huge psychological win. List all your debts from smallest to largest and focus every extra penny on paying off that smallest one first. Seeing a balance hit zero gives you the motivation to keep going when the journey gets long and difficult. You should also automate your savings so that $50 moves from your checking to your savings the moment you get paid. If the money is gone before you even see it, you will never have the chance to spend it on something stupid. Take an hour this week to call your internet and insurance providers and ask them for a lower monthly rate. You can often save $40 a month just by mentioning a competitor's price or asking for a loyalty discount. Use the 48-hour rule for any purchase that is not an absolute necessity like food or medicine. Wait 2 full days before you hit the buy button to see if you actually still want that item when the excitement fades. Meal prepping is another game changer that can save you a massive amount of money every single week. Dedicate your Sunday afternoon to cooking your lunches for the week so you are not tempted to buy expensive takeout. You could easily save over $100 a week just by bringing a home-cooked meal to your office instead of ordering out. Stop keeping your savings in a basic bank account that pays you almost nothing in interest every year. Move your money to a high-yield savings account that pays 4 or 5% interest instead of 0.01. This allows your money to grow on its own while it sits there waiting for you to need it for an emergency. If your boss offers a 401k match, you need to contribute enough to get every single penny of that money. An employer match is literally a 100% return on your money, and it is essentially free cash for your future. If you are struggling to control your spending, try the cash-only challenge for 1 full week starting tomorrow. Spend only physical cash for everything you buy so you can actually feel the pain of the money leaving your hand. Swiping a plastic card feels fake, but handing over a $20 bill makes the purchase feel much more real to your brain. Once a month, you should audit all of your subscriptions and cancel anything you did not use in the last 30 days. There are apps that can help you do this, but looking at your bank statement manually is the best way to stay aware. Investing in your own human capital is the best way to increase your earning power over the long term. Spend a little money on a course or a certification that teaches you a skill people are willing to pay a lot of money for. The more you learn, the more you can earn, and that is the fastest way to get out of the hole you are in. As you start making progress, stop focusing on your monthly paycheck and start tracking your total net worth instead. Seeing your debt go down and your assets go up is much more motivating than just looking at a single day of pay. You also have to learn how to say no to social pressure when your friends want to go to an expensive dinner. Suggest a potluck at home or a hike in the park instead of spending $80 on drinks and appetizers. True friends will understand that you are working on a goal, and they might even want to join you on the journey. Before you buy anything expensive, try to think about the cost in terms of how many hours you had to work for it. Ask yourself if that $100 jacket is really worth 5 or 10 hours of your hard labor at the office. Usually, when you frame it that way, the item suddenly does not seem nearly as attractive as it did before. Think about starting a small side hustle to create an extra $200 a month specifically for your investments. You could walk dogs, do some graphic design, or sell things you do not use anymore on an online marketplace. Finally, you have to forgive yourself for the financial mistakes you made in the past so you can move forward today. The shame of being broke often leads to more impulsive spending because you feel like you have already failed anyway. Stop the cycle of regret and focus entirely on the choices you are making right now in this very moment. If you found one strategy here that can save you money this month, hit that subscribe button so more people can see this.